Thank you all for being here today. I'm Shelley Specchio. I'm the CEO of MyBor Realtor Association. Very proud to get to be here and speak with you, and thank you for coming to our event today. How many of you came to the Tech Talk last year? 1, 2. Not so many in this group. We had a few more in the morning session, so that's good. So you guys are new. Well, let me tell you a little bit about what we learned from last year. One of the things we learned, it was an overwhelmingly positive response and feedback that we had from members who attended last year, and so that's why we wanted to keep rolling with it again this year. But it's not only about technology. Technology for today is both a theme and an acronym. So we're calling it the Tech Talk because it's going to cover technology, of course, also education, community, and housing. So we're going to have topics across a wider variety than maybe you were thinking when you signed up. We're not going to have hands-on matrix, but we are going to talk about some of the implications of the actual system. But we're going to take it up to a kind of a larger level and talk about. That's okay. And we'll talk about the technology will underlie all of the things we're talking about, but it's not just technology. So I want to make that clear in the first place. So technology, education, community, and housing. So of course, if you can't have any conversation about real estate, though, without technology, right? I mean, it's the underlying of everything. It's been transforming this industry for years, and it just continues. I think it's pretty clear from anything you could read online or any research you may have done that even more and more change as a result of technology is underway for our industry. So I think we're at one of those pivotal moments, sort of like 1996, 1997. How many of you were in business here and with MyBor back in the 90s? Much more hands, thank you. So that's great. You will remember then that was when we started putting away the books. Listings started to go up online, and there was at that time also a lot of money rolling into the industry. At that time, though, it was these huge valuations from companies coming in like Zillow, and Realtor.com started out in 1997. Zillow didn't come until later in the 2000s. And Homes.com and others of the third-party portals. Now, money is flowing again at an incredible rate, which I'm sure you're reading about this. It's coming in from venture capitalists. In 2013, so a few years back, just to give you a point of reference, there was $451 million invested into the real estate technology sector, which is a pretty large sector. Just residential real estate. It's not just MLS systems or tax systems like you're used to, or showing systems. It includes, nowadays it includes organizations like Airbnb and Workwell and other aspects of real estate globally. But still, 2013, $451 million invested in that sector. In 2015, we were up to $1.8 billion being invested. And in 2016, we're at $4.2 billion coming in. And last year, there was $12.6 billion coming in to the real estate sector from investment. So this is venture capitalist investment in the real estate, mostly in tech startups. And it included, for the first time, not portals, not a new Zillow or more money into Zillow. There was some money that was going to those, but largely it was going into broker models like Compass and Open Door, if you've heard of those. Purple Bricks was another one, and other, like I said, Airbnb and some of the others that are just on the periphery of what maybe we would call our part of residential real estate technology. Huge amounts of money. So one of the most important points, I think, just to really bring it into context, is that I said $451 million invested in 2013. The new brokerage Compass alone had $550 million invested last year. So just that one brokerage had more venture capitalist dollars invested in it than the whole sector back in 2013, which was really not that long ago. So not saying all that to have it be scary or to be worried or to say we're all going to be disrupted, but I think it's a really important point to keep in mind when we start talking about technology. It's changing because people are noticing our industry, they're investing their money, and they think it's a good bet for their investment dollars, and it's going to have impact on all of you. So what does all that really mean? I think the new generation of just really well-funded disruptors that could be emerging are just something to keep an eye on, right? We need to, it doesn't mean we have to be worried. It just means we want to see what's coming towards you, what's going to make you more efficient, what are you going to be able to work with to improve how you do your business. But mostly it's to not be looking at those opportunities as rivals or as a negative, but as the opportunities that they well may be. So we wanted to make sure and bring all of that into your attention today, and that's sort of how we built out the rest of the day, all the information we're going to share. So again, what does that sort of mean to you? I think you all already get that. You wouldn't even be here if you didn't already know that technology was a critical part of your business and the work that you do. So we already applaud that you understand that. But then how can we take that to the next level? I think our job is to keep you current, is to keep you aware of what's coming toward you, what trends are out there, what information you need so that you can make your own choices about what you adapt into your business practices and how you use the technologies that are coming towards you. I like to think of technology as sort of the nervous system of our world, right? The nervous system meaning that it connects the clients and the agents to the listings. That's what the technology is there for. But there's so much more to any ecosystem or a biological system. We also need the heart, right, and the brain, and I think that's you. I think our members are the heart because you're the ones who are working with the actual people who are loading their U-Haul. They're making a big move. They're making a big decision. The most expensive, most emotional transaction that they will likely do in a lifetime, and you're right there to help them. So I always think that agents and brokers, you're the heart, but you're also the brain because you are the ones who will help us create the industry the way it is. The organized real estate industry is created through realtors who make decisions, help us set policy. You create the equal playing ground that we're all competing through that make this industry so unique and so special. So you're the heart and the brains, and you're working through technology, which is the nervous system. So then what's MyBoar's role in all of that? What's MyBoar and MyBoar's BLC listing service? What's our part? So I think we are the eyes and ears. And so that's what we're here to do today. We're bringing in information, learning about what's going on, and we're here today to share all of that with you so that you can take from that the emerging trends, the information that's coming up, and with that, apply it to your business so that you continue to be these great practitioners solving your clients' needs and making sure people are getting into their homes and all that great stuff that I know you're probably thinking, I'm sitting here and I need to be getting out there doing that anyway. So I won't keep talking. I won't, because we have a really great program for you today, and I'll move on so that you can get to the good stuff. You're going to hear all kinds of stuff today about smart listings, about big data, about place buying, which is the very next section that we're going to get to hear from Zach. So without further ado, thank you again so much for coming.